Hello there.
So, Janice and Richie are out of the equation. One of them is out of the equation for good. And yeah, let's see what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen, in the season finale of Sopranos Season 2. My name is Elie Moses, a 23-year-old law and film student here in Sydney, Australia, absolutely shooting his shot. And this is episode 13 of Sopranos Season 2. This one is titled Funhouse. We're going to have some fun with this reaction. We're going to get into it, and let's see what's in store for us. Let's get into it.
Asked me to come here. Beyond that, I got nothing to say to you.
Ma, you can't come live with us. I'm sorry, but Tom won't allow it.
Janice was right.
Send her back to the nursing home.
To that place.
You got that right. They won't have you back at Green Grove.
Tony,
She was abusive to the staff.
maybe Tom and I should just...
She wanted to go back early last
Don't
season.
listen to the manipulation. You got your own life. If you had a mother that had one shred of gratitude in her, one shred, but you don't.
She's taking a page from your wife's book.
Oh, that is fucking outrageous. Carmela asked you how many fucking times to come live with us.
Well, he's gone. Nice work, Ma. Carmela's been so sweet to you.
I love how composed Barbara is. The complete opposite.
Fucking time.
Oh, there's the bat.
What are you doing?
You're not gonna live with her. There's 2 tickets, first class. Go to Tucson, stay with Aunt Gemma. Take Aunt Quinn with you. They're the fucking miserable. Done my part. That's all you get from me.
My sister Quintina won't fly.
So throw out in the fucking tarmac.
Hey, interesting to see if last episode there was a seed planted about Puss giving the FBI agent those tickets in terms of like, yeah, but how are we going to connect those tickets to Tony? He's not going to use them. But if a Soprano uses them, that could be linked to Tony.
Hey, ये कार के कितने पैसे दे रहा है?
I love seeing Barbara. I don't know. I just like her.
कार देखा?
She seems like the sane one out of the family. She made the right choices.
तो काम है काम.
Get the F out of here. Is this a dream? Oh, no. Okay. I love how season 1 ended with everyone dining together with that final shot. And here we see everyone dining separately at the beginning of the finale of season 2. But now they're getting to be together. Okay, new business deal. Wasn't a dream. My bad.
Fuck, they got the fried zucchini flowers.
It's fantastic. It's stuffed with melted dry ragù. Yeah? Help yourself, you fat fuck. They good?
कमी.
You're now in the business of selling prepaid calling cards. Immigrants especially, no offense. They're always calling back home to whoever the fuck. And it's expensive, right? You sell thousands of these cards to the greedy pricks. Cards at a cut rate. But you bought the bulk time on credit, remember? The carry gets stiffed. He cuts off the service to the card holders, but you already sold all your cards.
That's fucking beautiful. It's a good one.
I saw the way Tony was looking at Puss there. Does he have a growing suspicion there? With the way he talked? Did he talk like an informant? Like, did he read him?
And Tony, you got the last dozen flowers.
Do me a favor. Put these on the menu for Meadows' graduation party.
Hey, those were some colleges she got into your kid.
Yeah, you must be very proud.
Hey, holy cross. I mean, Heather didn't exactly walk away with Ugats. Excuse me.
I have a quick question. I'm not sure if I'm reading too much into it, but last episode and a couple of episodes before, Carmela has been wearing this bright orange red sort of like full fitted suit, like the same sort of it's like a matching outfit, and Adriana's wearing the exact same clothing. Now I'm not sure if that's foreshadowing sort of Adriana sort of becoming the same person Carmela in terms of like her marriage with Christopher, or potential marriage with Christopher. I'm not sure if that's like a glaring red flag the show's trying to show that that Adriana is just gonna become a carbon copy of Carmela, and Christopher sort of like next in line as the nephew for Tony, unless AJ gets coached to be that. I'm not sure.
All the credit.
Hey, you had something to do with
It's still very early. Like,
Saludo.
where's Paulie?
Things are good. What the fuck? Richie April's in the Bermuda Triangle. All my enemies are smoked.
Just when you say that.
Hey, Patsy.
What the fuck? Don't bring that in here. Wait outside in the car. I'll come out. What did I say? In the car. Don't you hate that?
What? What do you want?
Air in the bag. The only thing to do is unzip it a little.
He got her whole outfit. He got her whole wardrobe in there.
Holy shit. My suit's growing a fucking beard.
Oh, Tony, will you let me work here, please?
Growing a beard or a merkin or something. Ah! It's fucking alive! It's alive!
Oh, it's a big ass fur leather
Oh
coat.
my God, Tony, what did you do?
It's for you.
Oh my God.
Yeah. We're having a good week.
Oh, he like that. He like that. He like that.
You look beautiful, Carl. Come here.
Full fur jacket. Not full leather jacket, full fur jacket. And it's the same color as the full leather jacket. Saltwater taffy. Hey, and Tony was seen eating fish before.
You believe this shit? It's fucking June. My daughter's graduating in a week.
Spring snow. Happened when my parents got married. Won't last.
So they here yet?
Not yet. Tom, I'm sorry. When they make the diagnosis?
About a month ago.
The wife and kids know.
No.
There's nothing they can do for you.
The various protocols to date are ineffective.
What could I say? You have my sympathy.
September 5th. That's how long they've given him to live.
But instead of waiting till then, he's gonna light himself on fire.
Yeah.
Is that balls of concrete or what?
Very considerate.
How many guys are gonna do that for you, eh?
Is this a dream?
Spare you all
Because
those
you can hear the
fucking
bed
visits to
squeaking in the
hospital?
background. Was
By
that
the way,
birds?
Patsy, Colt went over big. She loved it.
Okay, no.
Philly.
Yeah, it's a dream.
Sorry. Right. Philly. Yeah. Don't you with your brother? You know, I just put a sable off him. I'm sorry I had to do that. Sorry. Sorry, go back to bed.
Oh, no, what? What now?
It's all big nothing.
What is?
I've...
Tony, that is your mother talking.
I wonder if Tony's now...
black.
Well, you have a tendency towards depression, yes. But listen to me, all right? Everything's gonna be all right. I'm here. I'm with you. The kids are safe in their beds. They love you.
Right.
What?
Wait, it's coming from here. It's not my fucking head. It's my stomach. I'm nauseous. Oh, Jesus. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. It's the chicken vindaloo.
Did he get...
Motherfucking wugs.
Did he get food poisoning at that place where he was dining before with pussy?
Father's sick.
Oh my God, Daddy, what happened?
Went to an Indian restaurant.
That is so racist.
Who's letting those big ones?
There better be Coke left in that fridge, is all I can say.
Interesting how in that dream right there that he had that, you know, pussy was there staring into the distance, staring into the horizon, into the ocean, did not say a word, and then obviously disappeared. I wonder if that's going to get Tony questioning, get him thinking about, you know, acting potentially on, you know, what pussy being a potential informant, you know, being there, being silent, and then disappearing, and, you know, not knowing what he's doing. And you saw in the episode with From Where to Eternity with Christopher, when Christopher talked about his visions, you know how Tony, you know, he just you know, sort of sort of brushed them to the side and said, you know, they're visions, you're just dreaming. And Paulie was the one that acted upon it. Paulie was the one that was worried. But here, Tony's having his own dreams. And I'm wondering, and I'm like intrigued to see whether he decides to act upon them or, you know, just brush them aside like he did with Christopher. But maybe because it's impacting him, he sort of might show a little bit of sympathy to what Christopher was having. And he's like, no, you know what? I have to act on this. I love the setting right there on that sort of like wharf as well, with nobody in sight. Really reminded me of what's it called? What's that film? Spirited Away. It really reminded me of that.
Was Sandeep there?
Yeah.
Wondered about that chicken. I'll be a fucking cocker spaniel.
Oh, stop it, Tony. Here, lie back. Oh, you feel a little hot.
Fucking goddess with the 6 arms. No wonder.
Sip. I said sip, Tony. What?
So you still like your coat?
I love my coat.
More dreams. We return to the ocean. We return to the wharf. I find it very interesting. If this episode here, because I remember Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the end of season 4, the finale for season 4, was Restless, and that was a dreamlike episode which had so much impact for the rest of the series. The foreshadowing was absolutely insane. Yes, Buffy season 4 came after this show, and I wonder if that was influenced by this season 2 finale right here. And we're very early on in the episode, and it looks like it's going to be one of those dreamlike episodes which have a great impact for the future of the show in terms of its foreshadowing, in terms of the characters and the decisions they are going to make. And you know, you had in Restless, in that sort of dreamlike episode, Buffy being in the desert with the chosen one, the number 1 Slayer. Spoilers for Buffy, I'm sorry. But in this one, the substitute for like the desert-like sequence with Buffy is obviously this wharf, this ocean right here, sort of like the seaside. And I really like this choice right here because Buffy did the exact same thing. And like I was saying before, I wonder if it took inspiration from here with sort of like the big bad monster of the season or the villain of the season being taken out in the penultimate episode. And you wonder to yourself, what's gonna happen in the finale? Then bang, we have a dreamlike sort of like episode which is shot to perfection and which sort of plants the seeds for the future of the show and what's going to happen. Easter eggs for Easter eggs for different characters as well, not just Tony himself. This is the Sopranos Restless, even though Restless came out after, and I absolutely love it. And there's the squeaking again, and the sound is directional. I'm only hearing it in the right-hand side of my earphones. Because he talked about this episode at the beginning, all his enemies, you know. You can always count on Silvio to quote The Godfather right there. Okay.
Three hearts and a 7. Queen bunts. Good. Make it a 9.
Tony's dreams going crazy.
Are you up yet?
What? He's one of my best guys, a terrific earner. So what the fuck would I do that for?
I love how this episode, the clothing has changed.
Anger.
Yeah, right, anger. You know everything.
Melfi's the one wearing black now.
With your anger.
And look at the cost.
You are the biggest threat to yourself.
And Alyssa, what's up?
That's what being a human being is.
But some people are more self-destructive than others.
You gonna make me eat something now?
Maybe. If you keep this up.
No. I'm dying.
I'm gonna cover you with this blanket, okay?
I don't want you to see me like this.
Oh, please.
I love how the food poisoning itself is the catalyst for these dreams. It's not just happening randomly.
Your teeth are shattering. You wanna go back into the bed?
Might as well just leave me here. Motherfucking fucking.
I'm the motherfucking boss.
Fucking dreams. Jesus Christ.
It's all right. It's all right.
Where is he?
Who?
Pussy.
More dreams, because you can hear the squeaking, you can hear the seagulls. Furio with the Italian jersey.
See Vesuvio last night?
Yeah, but I got an A rating. It's...
Sure. Of course, nobody's saying.
Is that Artie?
Hey, Tal.
Is he gonna go off at Artie and
Tony,
suspect that
go
it's
to
Artie?
sleep. You don't even make any sense when you talk.
Send him up.
Did you call Pussy? He had the muscles, too.
Jesus, Artie, call pussy. Some concern, maybe?
I am. I feel very bad for him.
Sal,
Oh, maybe it was the muscles.
it's Arthur Bucco.
What the fuck?
Or maybe he was just asleep.
It would help if we knew. Did you have any symptoms?
No. Well, once during the night, I did have a slight touch of diarrhea. Well, that's all that passed.
Nothing. Touch of diarrhea.
You motherfucker.
A touch! Nothing, right, Puss? Not like what Tony's going through, right? Like from bad shellfish or anything.
What the fuck? Am I gonna get sick now?
No! Listen, did you guys eat the same thing at the Indian restaurant?
Well, we both had the papadums, but different courses.
Both had the papadums, different entrees.
I'm talking about food.
Okay, Puss. Yeah, I'm sorry to bother you. Okay, thanks a lot. Okay. I'm sorry, Tony, but I feel vindicated.
I can't get off the boardwalk.
I'm gonna call Dr. Cusimano.
The
This is
boardwalk.
crazy now.
You can't understand a word they say.
Ah, go on.
Olivia Soprano?
There we go. He's using the tickets. And I said it. I think so. That's what I'm getting an indication of.
Oh, pussy. Oh.
Come on in.
Does he have an erection? Yeah, he does. I was like, what the heck?
What the worst part of this is? This is one of those situations where I know I'm dreaming.
Well, let's look at it.
When you say pussy, you mean my friend Pussy or, you know, Pussy?
Whatever seems to be dominating your thoughts.
I got pussy on the brain. I always do. Well, I want to fuck you.
The audio's...
I always did. Do. I told you that the first time we met.
I find you immensely attractive, Anthony.
Thought I repulsed you.
You go out of your way to repulse me.
But you like that. You just admitted you find me attractive. You're the one that's fucked up.
Anthony. What are we gonna do with you?
What's he smiling at?
Oh, he's gritting his teeth. He's freezing. Tony.
I love the atmosphere this episode is creating. From the boardwalk, to obviously the fever dreams he's having, to the fantasies about Melfi, and sort of like a lot of it's got to do with the dialogue as well, in terms of like just I don't know. I don't know. It's not an unnerving atmosphere, but it puts you like in this trance-like state that Tony's in at the moment. It puts you into the head of Tony Soprano. These noises that you're hearing, everything is chaotic, and the audio itself is directional. You're hearing different things in each side of your ear, and I absolutely love that. This is like I said, I know Buffy came after this, but this is the Sopranos restless here. When you thought the penultimate episode felt like a season finale, and you think to yourself, okay, what are we going to do in the finale? What's going to happen here? And bang, you get an episode that's a fever dream, but a fever dream that's going to add to the storyline of this show. And I wonder, because Pussy was initially the first suspect of the informant, and of being an informant. Now it could have been Jimmy and Pussy, and the reaction from Jimmy, you know, oh god, leads me towards that maybe, okay, crap, they found out, and it could have been both of them. But this season, you think to yourself after the last episode, okay, what's left? What loose ends do we have to tie? And I thought maybe cleaning after Richie's mess, dealing possibly with his son, with his nephew, and things like that. But yeah, it looks like they're going the Pussy route here, and I wonder if that's going to be sort of like a storyline they explore in season 3, or bang, Tony snaps out of this fever dream and decides to make the call, just like with Jimmy when he had that final interaction with Jimmy in the basement. Bang, he makes the call and decides maybe to take Pussy out this episode. You never know. But because this season, you've seen it's sort of been like two storylines revolving with Tony and Pussy. Whenever you see Tony dealing with his business, it will have a cut maybe to Pussy then, you know, dealing with his own path. And Tony and Pussy have been down different paths this season, with Pussy trying to create his own path for the future. Yeah, so it's very interesting.
Hey, guy. Not feeling too good, huh?
I dream of Jeannie Cusimano.
You got a small case of E. coli, Campylobacter maybe, but you're gonna be fine.
Hey, Tone.
Love the distorted camera angle right there. Just tilted slightly.
How's it going?
You didn't get sick?
Nah,
How much you weigh?
8 pounds.
Lost a lot of weight.
Swimming, the best exercise. Works every muscle group.
Get the fuck out of here. You never exercised once in your life.
Anyway, $4 a pound. You know I've been working with the government, right, Tone?
Don't say it.
Come on, Tone. Sooner or later, you gotta face facts.
He's had that inclination from the beginning.
Well, you're gonna hear it.
He was the first sort of target of being the informant.
You passed me over for promotion, Tone. You know.
How much shit you give him?
A lot.
Bam, 21 Savage J. Cole.
Jesus, push. Fuck about wait for it all to end, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
After 30 years of
Guys,
friendship.
On either side of me, they're asleep.
Don't say that. It's not fucking funny. You flopping around down there.
I want to make a quick analogy, and I don't know if you guys will agree with me on this. And I turned the light off accidentally. A couple episodes ago, Melfi likened Tony to a shark. You know, a shark that's constantly swimming, a shark that's always on the hunt, always on the move, always looking out for action. Now, what I love right about there, how they portrayed Pussy there as a fish, right? And there are certain fish, although they're not the type of ones that were depicted right there. I think that was a snapper right there. But there are certain fish, you know, that live off sharks. They feed off them. They stay glued to the sharks and they feed off sharks. And it's sort of this symbiotic relationship where these little fish, you know, they get, you know, protected by the shark in a way, like they stay right there, and the shark gets the benefit of these fish feeding off their bacteria. Now, I feel like the analogy I'm trying to get at is that Tony's that shark and Puss has been that fish right there, feeding off of Tony, feeding off of that bacteria, you know, in a good way, that symbiotic relationship. You know, he's been working for both parties right there, but at the same time, as well as he's been feeding off Tony, you know, off the underbelly of Tony, he's been there. The shark is aware of him, but hasn't been aware of him in a sense. You know, he's been aware of the shark feeding off his bacteria, you know, doing the hits with him, staying close with him, staying loyal, but he's not aware of that fish feeding off that bacteria and then giving that bacteria to other things things in the sea and telling other fish in the sea the location of that shark. But that's my sort of analogy I'm trying to get at. And it's interesting they depicted pussy right there as a fish. And that's the analogy I'm trying to sort of get at with Tony being the shark, which what Melfi likened to him, and Pussy being that fish that feeds off him, but doing more than just feeding off him. And that's I don't know if you guys get what I'm getting at, but that's what I feel like. This episode's been sensational so far. Like I said, it's the Restless of the Sopranos, but even though the Sopranos came before it, and Tony's made his decision right now. He's gone to act.
No way, Tony. Get your ass back in bed.
Gramps are gone. I gotta go out. Now help me with this.
Tony, you are out of your mind. I brought you some consomme. I wasn't even sure you could handle that. God help you, Tony, if your head is in that bowl for graduation, because I sure as hell won't.
I'll tell you who might not be there for Meta's graduation. Tony. Pussy.
Hey, Ange. How you doing?
Good. How were you?
I'm out on my poor ass. Is the man at home?
Here we go.
Give me a minute, Ange. Hey, Tony. How you feeling?
Better.
Good. You look better. I mean, than I thought you would. Artie called. Up along Kisarich, how you doing?
Can't complain.
You want some coffee? You're in the neighborhood.
All right, I got a call about a boat. Sea Ray 50. I want you guys' opinion on it.
What, now?
Yeah, the owner's got 2 offers. I gotta decide this morning. Cuban guy.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Just throw some clothes on. Come on.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
I forgot who it was in season 1, but Tony and that individual killed that guy on the boat. Was he with Silvio or was he with
I
Puss?
could use that cup of coffee.
Yeah, right. We don't need to see this.
I promised Gab I'd pick up 10 bags of the garden mulch from Home Depot before I did anything this morning.
See? And you're sitting there? Shame on you.
How long's he taking up there?
You're looking for the 110%. Well, 110% is the wire on him, so 105%. Pussy went for the box before. It might be in the box. But it's too obvious. It's right there. I mean, the wifey... Oh, it's a cigar box. And there we go. Foolproof.
So he's ready to go buy a boat.
He gave Silvio that look.
Might as well tell you now. I bought the most beautiful boat today.
Cool. The 50-footer?
The very same.
I might as well tell you. I decided on Columbia.
Oh!
Yeah, I was about to say, that ain't a family dinner. You can... Oh.
You what? Flew early in the
Silvio
day,
drinking because he knows what he has to do.
Felix.
He has to numb the pain. He has to come to terms with it. His micro expressions are absolutely fantastic,
Sure you wanna go
Silvio.
out today, T? Just getting over the trot.
Time and tide wait for no man, right? It's got a decent displacement for its size. The mill puts out about 700 horsepower.
Beautiful boat, Tony.
I've been waiting 40 minutes. The Cuban had to go see the harbor master, but we're free to give it a spin. Come on, puss.
Look at the way Paulie's looking at him. They're gonna dump the fish back in the ocean, man. It's done. Their mind's made up. It's like the Matthew situation.
Let's go down below, check out the mahogany.
Once Tony's made up his mind, you cannot talk your way out of it. Unless you're Saul Goodman, you can't talk your way out of anything. With Tony Soprano. Especially if you're a rat. 30 years known him or not. And I love how in this scene right here, Christopher is excluded because this goes way back. This relationship goes back to, you know, the Johnny Soprano days with June and things like that. These were the boys that grew up together. These were the boys that were on the come up. This is the brotherly love. Christopher's up and coming. He'll get, you know, he'll have his time, but yeah.
Look at this.
I love how the camera's rocking with the boat as well. Just that slight tilt with it.
Should we test drop the anchor sound shoals? Later.
You're right.
Why are you making me do this, you fat fucking miserable piece of shit?
What, Tony? What?
When did they flip you? Tell me. Don't lie.
I love how it says on the right hand side, captain's quarters.
Who? What? They had me, Tony.
There we go.
I was going away for pushing H. I fed them bullshit. Nothing. Whatchamacallit, disinformation so I could live. Keep earning on any subsistence level whatsoever. I will do nothing, Tony. Nothing to put you in harm's way. All he is.
That's how I got tipped off about the Bevel Aqua hit, huh? Because you did nothing.
On my mother's eyes, that wasn't me. Little
Yeah.
things.
Music's
Picky old
off.
shit.
Be specific.
They know about the calling cards. I'm not in that. But what else? That's it.
I love his like, I'm not in that.
What not recently?
I'm thinking.
The plane tickets?
Noise.
Where you going?
The other shit, none of it amounted to anything. I've been careful. I got this down. I'm mind fucking these donkeys like you wouldn't believe.
Sure. You're into it.
Ballistics?
You want to be an FBI agent?
But mostly I talked up the Scatino bust out. Nothing federal there to link you, Tony. They need serial numbers. I'm telling you, this disinformation shit is an effective technique. It's a friggin' ace.
That's that look of no return from Paulie. Your fate has been set, my friend.
What's the matter with you? This is fucking swell. I got food poisoning. You don't see me getting all fucked up.
Don't yell at me.
I'll fucking yell at you. You don't like it?
No one likes what they have to do here. The waters are choppy. It's not as peaceful as it was in the dream.
We got any good tequila?
I love that smirk they give to each other. I feel like Pussy probably knows this is his last drink. The same, like the same with Matt, because he was there when they killed Matt. Salute.
Brush the teeth with this shit. Every night she jerked me under the fucking table. I'd eat her out when I was down there.
Does he think he's well off here? Nah.
Hey, Push. Do you even really exist?
Fucked up.
Started feeling out too. My inner ear balance is off.
My inner ear balance has been off this whole episode with the noises.
What? Jesus Christ. I gotta sit down. I feel like I can't stand. Is that okay, Tony? Did I sit?
Five shots. Hey, he got to keep his eyes. His eyes look like just that dead fish that was, you know, on the tray. Just like Tony tipped that tray of fish, he's about to tip the freaking body of Puss back in the ocean. That scene was beautifully constructed, and throughout this show, they obviously utilize a lot of music, but a lot of the music also sets up the mood of the scene, and it's actually played in the background. It's part of the diegetic sound of the real world of the show. And you know, they all started loud, and then obviously it was like the decibels, it will slowly become lower and used as sort of like background music to set the mood of a scene. But right here, what I loved, you had the music playing as Paul was trying to talk his way out, but when it got down to business, Paulie switched it off, and they just focused on the diegetic sound emanating from the real world. You know, it was the water crashing against the boat, it was the boat rocking, it was the characters breathing, and what it does, I feel like it immerses you into the conversation itself. It felt like you were down there in that boat. You were down there. This was a Jaws setting right here, baby. This is that discussion with the trio in Jaws, but it felt like that. It felt like you were present there with the characters, and it just makes it more impactful. It makes it all the more real, and the line delivery was absolutely sensational. And I thought Pussy's last words were going to be Jesus Christ, similar to Jimmy Altieri's also being oh God, but obviously he said, can I sit down, Tony? And bah, bah, bah. And I'm not sure if that was foreshadowed in like earlier on in the season when he cut himself shaving his chest and he had the blood on his chest, and so and forth, he got shot there. But yeah, it was an absolutely beautifully constructed scene, just like this episode has been beautifully constructed. "30 years down into the ocean right there." I'm trying to look at Tony's watch and see if it's 3 o'clock.
Hello. Put Anthony on.
Yeah, she got done.
Call here.
I am at Newark Airport. We've been held here since 9 o'clock this morning.
Your mother is still at the airport.
Tough shit.
Go get Anthony. I need a lawyer. I'm in airport security.
She's at airport security.
That Anthony gave me a stolen ticket. They're gonna call the FBI.
Here, you better, I don't know. The fun never stops.
Funhouse, baby.
What?
Anthony, the tickets are stolen.
The fuck? What did you say?
Did you?
Ma, I'll send someone down there to pick you up, but I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't say that on the phone. They probably have it tapped.
Jesus Christ. How fucking hard is it to get on an airplane?
Ah, Agent Harris.
Agent Harris.
And
Anthony Soprano.
Yep, the detective or the officer said to said to Puss a couple episodes ago or last episode, if they can connect the plane tickets to Tony Soprano, then it could be a warrant
to search your house,
there we go,
property, and your family vehicle.
What are you looking for today, boss?
Stolen airline tickets.
They're in the vehicle.
Mail fraud, wire fraud, and any other federal violation.
See your warrant.
You can also see the tickets. We already found them in your Suburban.
Oh,
You
so
have
they
the
already
right to
searched the
remain
car.
silent.
I bought him. Talk to my lawyer.
You have the right to an attorney.
What are you, a fucking parrot? What did I just say?
Tony,
We're entitled to search the rest of the domicile.
you can't wait a few days to persecute him? To persecute us?
That's not how it works, Carmela. You cannot choose when and where to be
I'm gonna keep
prosecuted
trying to Tony, all right? I
or
don't trust
persecuted.
that secretary.
Oh my God.
Med, it's all right. I'll be home in a couple hours. Don't worry.
I'm graduating tomorrow.
Fun house, all right. Far out.
What do you guys need another picture of me for your wallets?
Other hand.
Forget the usual suspects. This is the usual suspect.
Tony Soprano, weak in the knees. Can't stand the heat?
I got food poisoning. You think this bothers me, you fuckhead?
This way.
The arrogance on the chief here. I mean, fair play. You got the criminal, but he tossed him.
I gotta tell you, Frank, I'd forget about any deli trays coming your way in the future.
Okay, I want to say something right here. In season 1, I made a prediction. There was an episode where Tony was standing, or he was leaning behind, or he's leaning on a fence, of similar stature, a similar fence with the same pattern. That was a barbed wire fence, and it was near a railway. I forgot what episode it was. I think he was waiting for Christopher, and I predicted back then. I was like, maybe that's foreshadowing, or maybe that's telling us that Tony's always borderline, like he's living on the edge. He's, he's leaning on the fence between going to prison and not. That's how he lives. And right here, he's behind that fence of the same pattern. I was like, maybe it was, but I don't know.
Meadow, are you sleeping?
Yes.
She took a leaf out of Olivia's book right there.
God, am I so not going to miss this?
Yeah, she going to Colombia. You going to the coke capital of the world.
Anyway, if you ever wanted to talk...
This is who Dad is. My friends don't judge me. And fuck them if they do. I'll cut them off.
Yeah, Meta. That's right. My girl.
I knew I was giving her a bad ticket. That voice.
It's done, Tony. Over. My advice now is to put it behind you. If this is all there is, these 23 tickets, they don't have bupkis, and they know it.
Hey, I know it's a small thing, but you see, that's the fucking point. One more minute, if I could have just stood there saying, yes, Ma, okay, Ma, I hear you, Ma. One more fucking minute, I wouldn't be in this spot.
No, the cops are on their way anyway, I think.
And now I fucked up, Neil. I blew an easy one. I blew everything.
Tony.
No fucking Tony. We got fucking federal charges. We got the FAA. Before this is over, they're gonna pin that Egypt Air thing on me, and you fucking know it. My mother, my fucking goddamn idiot of a mother. You think she was never married to Johnny Soprano?
Is there something else bothering you?
She's seen the news.
That's not enough? Fucking demented old bat.
You're so angry with your mother and the airline tickets. And I'm not saying that it's not serious, but a year ago your mother colluded to have you killed, yet you never say boo about that, even when I tried to elicit. If she tried to have you killed a year ago, believe me, in your childhood, she's inflicted serious psychic injuries that are still there.
Yep.
Poor me.
I feel like Tony's a little bit of a child sometimes as well. That's in him. Throw his toys out the
Father,
pram.
a gangster, tough guy. But did he protect you kids from this borderline mother? What the hell was going on there?
What is this? Little snacks for thought for me to take home?
I haven't pushed you enough to confront these things. Somewhere along the line, I became frightened of you.
I'll have you.
Rage, Anthony, is a big, loud, flaming self-distraction from feelings that are even more frightening.
What feelings might those be?
Sadness. You go off on a racist rant about Indian food, your demented old bat of a mother. What else has happened?
Nothing.
After 2 years treating you, I've learned things. And I pick up sorrow coming from you.
I had a dream I fucked your brains out. Right on that desk. You loved it.
Boy, you threw that at me like a rock.
The attitude from Melfi there.
Sadness, Anthony, stay with that. Mommy tried to kill you, and you gave her airline tickets.
Fuck you.
And now you're really in trouble.
I'm gonna beat this shit. You kidding me?
The confidence.
Anthony.
Maybe, baby.
Toodaloo. I wonder if in that scene right there, I wonder if Tony tried to ooze that composure just to tell Melfi he was okay, or like to showcase to Melfi he's okay when everything, when in reality he feels like everything's crumbling down and he's actually really stressed, he's sad, and he just had to tell Melfi, or like show to Melfi that he's okay. He didn't want to ball down and break down in front of her. I don't know if he was trying to ooze that confidence there to trick Melfi, and him knowing or being aware that Melfi would have seen the news. He knows what's happening, or she knows what's happening, sorry. Or it was just him being like a child there and not even taking it seriously.
Richard Sipernowski.
Back when that was cool. Still is. Come on, Meadow.
Meadow, Mary Angela Soprano.
My girl. Well done. Woo! AJ again, recording in 4K.
Jonathan Tiffin.
Gotta remember those little memories, baby.
Anthony Tomasello.
It's fucking graduation day, so I might as well take this opportunity. I'm proposing you to get your button.
Hey, everyone graduating.
I fucking deserve it. Got no spleen, Gene.
Congratulations.
Hey, be careful. His body's still sensitive. Don't slap him that hard.
Oh.
Oh, Uncle June.
What the fuck?
Bro, everybody graduating. Even Kanye West graduated.
Camilla sees you, she's gonna cut you a new asshole.
There's the T minus 1,000.
Listen, Davey, I heard you and Charlene split up.
Christine.
It's funny how in the episode with Vic, him talking at the bar, he couldn't even like remember his wife's name, and Vic had to correct him, and then now he's correcting Tony about his wife's name.
I'm getting the fuck out of here. I got a job on a ranch out west.
What? Don't make me fucking laugh.
Hey, I lived in New Mexico until I was 11, remember? Hey, you ever try riding?
No.
The airlines are running specials nonstop in Nevada.
Oh,
Fly right
that's
into Vegas.
slide this right there.
Drive. You should come hang out.
Name dropped airlines.
Vegas, huh?
Big up, Meadow.
Sal knew it was today. I told him over and over. He's so upset.
Now deep in the Mariana Trench. Hey, those envelopes aren't that thick. Come on, boys. You could have forked out a bit more. Hey, where's the Godfather? Funhouse. Oh yeah, they had to stop the brokerage after Webistics. You know what? Big up Furio. My guy came from Italy and is living his life. I love the... Oh, that's the telephone business they set up. Yeah. The SIM cards.
And you know this heart is constant. I'm in love, baby. True. Lover, baby.
I love the cuts right there. The cuts between obviously them celebrating and having a good time at the graduation, and with all their businesses going on, it's cut between all their operations still ongoing. You know, the hustle goes on, but obviously some of those operations has closed, like the brokerage and stuff like that. But yeah, it continues. The hustle goes on. The grind never stops despite them being at the graduation. I love that about that. I feel like that's very specific right there. And then you got Davey moving on with his life, you know, getting away from Tony. And yeah, it's interesting because I feel like season 3 is an open book now. who's going to be like the main antagonist? Is it Tony himself? Is it going to be a new person from New York trying to keep things in check? Could it be a relative or of Richie, you know, Jackie's son? It's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen in season 3, because it feels like I don't want to compare it, you know, no pun intended, like obviously to the open sea we've seen in this episode, you know, it's all there. Like it's the horizon's set, like we can see it. And I don't know what's gonna happen in season 3, and they've played themselves very smart. Or like the showrunners, David Chase, really played it smart here, because it doesn't end on a sort of like, oh, it hasn't ended yet, but hasn't ended on some sort of cliffhanger. Okay, this guy's gonna cause havoc next season. There hasn't been anything like that. Obviously, yes, the FBI is always gonna be there in the background. Uncle June might stir things up, but he's on a house arrest. You know, you saw him looking on from the rear window, Alfred Hitchcock style, baby. From the top right there, he's on house arrest. You saw that in the dream. So I don't know what to expect for season 3. They could go in any direction. They left themselves in the best way possible. There's the executive game. The Godfather. You know, it would be more of an insult if that's one of the cigars from Puss's house. Wow, man, what a masterpiece of a finale. That was absolutely sensational for a finale. That was outstanding. And I likened it. Okay, obviously I know Buffy came out, or no, Buffy season 4, sorry, came out after the Sopranos season 2 aired, I believe. I'm pretty sure. I just want to see, actually, I need to search up when they came out. Okay, so Restless aired on 23rd May 2000, and Sopranos Funhouse at April 9. Okay, so they were like a month apart in terms of like their original air date, which is interesting. Okay, so I might have been wrong this episode, because I was under the assumption that Buffy came out after. It did come out after, but it's crazy how sort of like they were executed at similar times, and I could see how people maybe saw this episode of Sopranos and saw, okay, Buffy copied Sopranos after watching Buffy like a month later. But who knows when exactly they were filmed? They're probably written at like very similar times. Or it's very interesting how the season 4 finale of Buffy, which came out a month after this, is very similar in terms of their structure, both seasons. That's actually crazy. I was under the assumption Buffy came out after. I don't know why. But it's interesting. This is the Sopranos' Restless here. And yeah, I know you guys are probably pissed off I'm liking it to Buffy, but I love Buffy. Buffy's fantastic. And I watched Buffy and I saw the structure of that season, and the sort of season finale of Buffy for season 4, with the villain being, you know, stopped, or the main sort of antagonist being stopped, happened in the penultimate episode, similar to this season. The penultimate episode almost felt like the season finale. So you think, what's next? And both shows utilize sort of like this dreamlike episode to put our characters in a trance where, you know, we're planning the seeds for the future. In Buffy, it was more about planning the seeds for the future. Lots of foreshadowing in that. And in Buffy, you obviously had the main protagonist, Buffy, in the desert. You had other characters traversing different locations. Buffy was in the desert with the first ever Slayer. And here you have Tony on the boardwalk. So Tony was put in the boardwalk. And both episodes are able to conjure this fantastic atmosphere. You know, you have this episode, Tony in his trance, in his dreamlike state, and all the various noises. The sound design this episode was fantastic, and the directional sound, you know, all over the place, just adds to like that distorted nature, or like the all over the place nature, and the chaos that was going on in Tony's dreams and how he thinks. We're into the mind of Tony. And I just love it. I'm sorry to keep liking it to Buffy, but this was the Sopranos' Restless. And even though Restless came out a month after this, it's interesting. They were like literally neck for neck in terms of release date. So yeah, this was an absolutely fantastic finale. I'm excited to see what's next, and how we're going to begin season 3. It's almost as if like, yeah, we get to begin on a clean slate, ladies and gentlemen. All of Tony's enemies, you know, are dead, per se, like as we know of. He might have created new enemies doing that to Richie, so it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen. Now obviously we know the FBI is always on his back, that's a given, But yeah, I'm just interested to see what direction takes season 3. I'm excited. I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. Hope you guys have been enjoying the reactions. Be Elie Moses. Take care. God bless. Peace.